What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I know I haven't uploaded this week, but I wanted to get something out real quick for you guys before May 4th happens, because I know CG is doing a lot of promotional deals and, discounts on packs and crystals probably. I haven't really read into the details, but I know they're doing double drops, so everyone's getting ready for that. Anyways, two things I wanted to talk about, guys, is I want to talk about my Next Omi, and I wanted to talk about a promotional deal that Google Play is offering Android players. So let's go over to the Play Store real quick. Let's see, where is it at? Okay, so this is the deal that they're promoting. They haven't really advertised it a whole lot. That's why I want to get this video out right now for you guys. Um, so I don't have iOS, Apple, so I don't know how it is on the Apple Store. But for Google players, they're doing a times 5 point boost for 7 days, and you have to activate it by May 7th. So you can wait till May 7th and then activate the last minute, and it'll last until the 14th, which would be actually that's kind of cool. That's pretty smart because you get to wait for all the packs to come out. But anyways, for those of you that are going to be buying stuff on May 4th, I would activate this right before you start purchasing packs. I don't buy anything in the game anymore. I stopped spending money in the game last year. I felt like my account got so big to the point where it's like I don't really see, when I put dollars into my account, I don't see it anymore because there's just so many characters. Anyways, and we don't use them all. So, for those of you that aren't familiar with this, what is the 5 points boost? I believe you get I think it's like a dollar. Every dollar you spend, you get like 10 points or something like that, or 100 points. I don't remember what it is. It's not 100 points. I think it's a dollar. I don't know. But anyways, you basically get points when you buy stuff. Not on their website. It has to be in-game. That's the key difference. That's why CG developed that website, because they wanted to start getting the money more towards them, I think. I think they get like a bigger cut if it's through their website, but if it's through the Google store or in-game, they don't get as big of a cut. But you can use these points to buy packs. Every Friday, you also get like a little point pack. I already claimed mine, I think, on like 90 points or something, which is pretty good. You get a little pack every Friday, but you can buy these packs. They used to be a lot better. They're not as good anymore because they used to contain energy. I don't know if you guys remember that, and then CG removed the energy because they thought it was unfair for iOS players. So I wouldn't recommend buying any of these bundles. They're kind of crap, and it's just random gear that you probably have a ton of. The best way to use it, in my opinion, is you can convert these points back into dollars. So, and you can do that with whatever you want. You can add it to your account, so you can buy movies, you can buy other games, you can use it for other purposes, or you can use it to buy more stuff in Swigo, because you do have the option of using your account's credit, your play credit, whatever, instead of your credit card or whatever. So it's just a promotional deal I wanted to bring to you guys. Like I said, it's just a way to capitalize on your spending. I know there's a bunch of deals and people like to buy stuff when there's deals, and that's fine. I have nothing against people spending money in the game. Like I said, you guys are the ones keeping the lights on. It's just you can get a little bit more of a kickback if you activate this bonus. But yeah, that's it. I just want to talk about that real quick. Let's go in game, and I want to talk about my Next Omi. So, I'm not getting Jar Jar. I think it's pretty evident because, like I said, don't spend money in the game right now, or anymore, I should say. But my Next Omi, I think, is going to go to the Gungan Phalanx, and you guys are probably thinking, of course, because I'm just the anti-GAC Omi person, and you would be correct. But also, all jokes aside and all trolling aside, I have high hopes for this Omicron. I think this will be very new player friendly. I'm not going to go through it right now, but my hopes for this Omicron is that it is an Omi that new players can apply right away. I think as an endgame player, or even like for some people that are mid-game players, we kind of get stuck in our own echo chamber, and we kind of get stuck in these daily routines of how we play the game and how we use our materials. The one thing for newer players, and I've talked to a lot of new players before, and I think I've always found this very interesting, is that a lot of them are sitting on a mountain of Omicrons. They sometimes have like 6 or 7. I'm not saying individual mats. I'm saying like they can apply 6 or 7 like that second. That's how many Omis they're sitting on, because as newer players, they kind of feel bad about giving an Omi to someone that's not Relic 5 or Relic 9, you know what I mean? Like, they have all these characters that they're working on that are Gear 10, Gear 11. or sometimes even Gear 12, you can make an argument depending on the Omi. But they're kind of just sitting on it because they're like, well, I don't want to apply it because I'm not going to be able to get what's the expression I'm thinking of? They're not going to get the most bang for their buck when they apply an Omi to a Gear, 9 or Gear 10 character that's only 3 or 4 stars. Totally understand that, especially for GAC or, TW. It's like, that just never works out. But we have this Omi here, and if you're a newer player, obviously, you're probably not going to get Jar Jar. You're just not. But what I'm hoping is when we have our first Galactic Challenge that's Gungan based, I'm hoping there's not going to be a feat that says win with all 5 Gungan surviving, because that kind of contradicts the point of the Omi. If you need 5 Gungans to, and I don't think we're getting any more. I think we're just going to get these 5. We're not going to get like a 6th one. It kind of contradicts the point of the Omi, because if you have 5 Gungans, that means your whole squad is R5 and you have Jar Jar, and at that point you probably don't need the Omi because Jar Jar is really, really good. This is looking to be a really, really good team in the near future. So I'm really hoping that the whole point of the Omi is, until you get Jar Jar, you can get maybe gold box or even potentially red box. That obviously varies on the other feats and, what your account looks like. But if we go to the GC right now, like I said, as endgame players and mid-game players, we're kind of expected to red box, right? Or at least gold box if we just don't want to deal with it. I don't think I can review the rewards. Yeah, I can't review the rewards. But, newer players, they might just be getting, the tier 5 or tier 6 box. And tier 6, I think that's when you start to get 1 Omi. And Omis are alright. But like I said, as a newer player, you have a lot of Omis. I think the most important thing is the shards, for one. Getting those shards. And, well, you got shards, you got extra gear. That's the stuff the new players need. Needs mods, especially. That way you can start building up your mod inventory. And the slicing material. I mean, honestly, the Kairos are nice. The Gear 12 piece is nice. It's kind of like the further you go down this list, that's the priority for endgame players. Endgame players care about the stuff down here, the Omi, the mod slicing, but for newer players, it's the top half. And honestly, you might be thinking, yeah, short term, that may not be a big improvement, but this is not a short term game. We've all been playing this game for several years. I mean, I'm on 8 years, going on 9. So if you can get this Gungan Omicron to kind of pay for itself, we only need 10 GCs, and if you can get gold box or red box, it essentially pays for itself because, well, that's 20 Omis. But you're also getting all this extra material, and I feel like, yeah, once you get Jar Jar, you probably don't need the Omi anymore because it's well, Jar Jar's probably, carries the team a lot more than the Omi does. But until then, I think it's a really good investment for new players. So my hope is that the first GC is not going to be like I said, it's going to require Jar Jar. Because I don't know if you guys remember when Inquisitors and Mandalorians had their galactic challenges. I don't remember too much about Mandalorians, but I think Inquisitors, it was Inquisitor GCs for what felt like 2 or 3 months in a row. And if you didn't have Inquisitors, you were kind of screwed. You really were just not getting the full rewards as everyone else. So I don't think they'll do that. But I do think we'll probably have a Gungan one every other time or every other time. Hopefully, I hope they don't bring it back to back 2 months in a row, because I don't think it's really healthy for the game, and it'll just frustrate the hell out of people. But if that's the case, if you applied the Omi, then that's what you want. If you apply the Phalanx Omi. So what my plan is when the first Gungan Galactic Challenge, I haven't seen it data mined yet, so I don't know when we'll get one, but I'd imagine since Jar Jar's out, it'll be pretty soon. But I'm gonna try to get record. I'm going to try to get my Phalanx to Gear 11 before the first GC for Gungans. And what I want to do is I want to record the team 3 stars. I'm not going to take Boss Ness up to 4, so I'm going to do 3 stars, all their Zetas, Gear 11, as much gear as you can put on them. Obviously, 6-dot mods, so I'll give them decent mods, I guess, or half-decent mods. And we'll see how they perform without the Omi, and then I want to compare the footage with the Omi once I apply it. If even if they clear it for some reason, for some reason, if I can get gold box or red box without the Omi, I'll still apply the Omi anyways, because why not? But yeah, that's my plan for for that Omi. It's just I want to compare the footage to see if it's possible with or without it, and what the difference is. Kind of give you guys a better picture of it. I don't think a lot of people are going to be playing this Omi, but like I said, this may be one for newer players. And, you know, you might have a short window on when you want to apply it, because like I said, once you get Jar Jar, there's no point. I really don't think there's a point. And, you know, the other factor too is, if we don't know when the first Gungan GC is, but like I said, if I think they're going to be releasing a lot pretty soon, but the issue I'm worried about is once like the trend or the hot, you know, once Gungans aren't hot anymore, like we have so many different factions in the game. We may only get a Gungan GC like every like 6 or 7 Galactic challenges. You know what I mean? I think initially they'll be pretty frequent to promote the new team and to, you know, try to get people to spend money. But once that cycle ends, it'll probably won't be as often. You know what I mean? Because we just have so many factions in the game, and they just have to kind of rotate through all of them. But that's after the initial release. I do think once the first one comes out, they'll be a little bit more frequent. Like I said, like probably every 2 or 3 GCs will have a Gungan one. But anyways, guys, that's all I want to talk about today. I just want to talk about that Google promotion real quick, and then kind of like the Gungan Omi. You know, just give you guys an idea like what I'm gonna do with it. How many Omis am I sitting on right now? I have a pretty good amount, I think. Let me see. I think I have 29, and I missed the GL event, so I'm like down 4, but whatever. Anyways, guys, that's gonna be it. I will be streaming tomorrow. We'll be streaming around noon Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern for GAC. It is May 4th, so maybe we'll do something else as well. But other than that, guys, take care, have a good one, and I'll see you next time.